that lets you change your perception in life and look at it in a different way. We all have problems. We have fears. We suffer from anger and disappointment, frustration, sickness, sadness. We find ourselves in situations that we do not like in our relationships, in our families, or even jobs. And we all have desires and wishes and goals and dreams. Now, there are many ways to deal with these issues, and there are so many ways to fulfill our dreams. But Awakening Sleeping Beauty gives us the tool to see these issues as learning opportunities and obstacles that are in our way as platforms to jump from and go forward to the point that we can see all our issues as blessing in disguise. So how we can go to this point where we can see all these things instantly and always as good opportunities, not as problems, is by believing that these issues and problems are changeable, and by believing that our goals and desires, they can become true and we can fulfill them. Very important, have to believe that we can change, we can transform, and we can manifest. Now, to be able to believe is to become in a different state of mind. We have to be in a state of mind where we are out of our physical reality. We could see, we become a spiritual being. Now, the spiritual being is in us. He waits and he is there waiting for us to connect, to recognize this being of light, and to become the spiritual being. I call him the higher self. It's, if you want to say, if I can say that he is another version of us, but in a spiritual version, not constrained in the physical reality, not constrained is only in the body, and not constrained only in space and time, not constrained in our five senses. Now, when we become this being of light, this spiritual being, we can see all our problems from this perspective, and we can change them. We can look at them, we can see them in the light, and we can change them in the light. Awakening Sleeping Beauty offers us tools like breathing exercises, guided visualizations, meditations, and stories, examples, a lot of stories that illustrate our life, everyday life, and everybody's life. You know, each aspect of our life is changeable, and it is in us, and by following the tools of Awakening Sleeping Beauty, we can arrive to that point, which is a blessing. Awakening Sleeping Beauty is an easy reading book, easy to read book. And the tools that are there, like the breathing exercises, for example, are made easy for each one to understand and made easy for each one to follow. The focused meditation or guided visualizations are meditations, but they go, they deal straight away with the issue. I mean, in each, for example, if you have issues of money issues, let's say money issues, it goes straight away to look at this money issue and look at the solution at the same time. Believe that it is there, the solution is there. Look at it and feel it and change it. In addition to physical exercises and the guided visualization and focused meditations and the stories that illustrate our problems and the solution to them, awakening sleeping beauty through ourself, through our higher self, guide us into go deeply into our DNA or in our genetic code, the genetic code that we inherited from our culture, from the past conditioning, from the beliefs of our parents, of our countries, that can stay in the way. For example, you make them. You connect to your higher self. You go into breathing exercise. You make your meditation and you focus on your solution. You you look at your problems as blessing in disguise, but in the same time, you cannot sometimes change them. You try several times and you cannot change them. Why? Because there are more reasons that are really deeply encrusted in you, in your DNA, from your past conditioning. And that's where Awakening Sleeping Beauty deals with these encrusted beliefs or obstacles. It will change them and transform them. Now, yes, you don't have to go, exceed in the beginning more than 20 or 15 to 20 minutes for a meditation. The breathing exercise, they must become to practice them every day. It has to be done every day to become a habit. It will be a style, a lifestyle, and you will become this being, which is your higher self. You will be ending, going, walking, talking, looking at other people, laughing, seeing yourself and seeing the others through your higher self. So it is a lifestyle. It is according to each one of us. Each one of us has how open and how willing to become and how willing to change. Now there is one thing which is the most important, and it is the key to all of this, the possibility of all this. It's the heart. The heart is the connection. The heart is the link between our physical reality and our spiritual reality. It's the link between each thing, each organ, each everything in the universe. Everything is on earth. Love is the connection that makes everything possible. That from inside us, when we love ourselves, loving ourselves unconditionally and others, make us connected with everything. Connected with our higher self, connected with our physical body, connected with our friends and neighbors, connected with our country, connected with the universe. So the heart is the link and love is the connection. That's what makes us whole. And that's what makes us be able to, when we transform our problems, integrate them again into our physical body, because we are connected through love and the heart. I want to read to you something from the book, from the introduction actually. It's the introduction of, in the modern fairy tale, the sleeping beauty is our heart that we close subconsciously, protecting ourselves from hurt and disappointment. We surround our heart with closed walls of thorny hedges of fear and distrust, and isolate it from love. In this fairy tale, the loving prince is the higher self, who awakens our heart by releasing the blocks of false security, opens our heart and blooms our beauty. The key to everything is love. Love yourself as you are the perfect creation of love. And love the others because they are the perfect reflection of yourself.